you got to be able to understand that, like, the failure shit, you're going to have a lot more failures than wins, most likely, is what it comes down to. Like I said, I was at my lowest point, and then I had success. But I didn't dwell on that success. After I got that success, I was like, okay, now what? What now? What do I do now? Mike Posner, the pop artist, is on FaceTime.
The Cooler Than Me guy?
Cooler Than Me, yeah. Cooler Than Me. I Took a Pill and a Beat, all that.
Yeah.
Amazing songwriter. Calls Taz, and he says, hey, I want aggressive beats. You know, Mike's got this really soft tone. He's like, hey, man, hey, Taz, you know where I get some aggressive beats, like some heavy metal? And Taz's like, oh, yeah, I know a guy. And so I get this call, or I get this a DM from Taz, even though me and him got each other's number. He DMs me on Twitter and says, hey, call me. So I'm like, okay. So I called Taz. He goes, hey, I need aggressive beats. Just send me a pack. I'm like, okay, no big deal. I sent him all my shit. And then I get a text, and he goes, hey, Taz goes, hey, Ryder, this is Mike Posner. And I was like, what? And I thought he's fucking with me. And he goes, yeah, Mike just cut to one of your records. And I was like, okay. They sent me the song, and I'm like, what the fuck? I just got a song with Mike Posner. Mike Posner calls me. I'm sitting there, bro, at my buddy's house where I'm in the fucking middle of nowhere. And I get this FaceTime from Mike Posner. I start shaking, bro. This is why I was really starstruck, because I love Mike Posner's music, dude. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, just look at my phone. I'm like, the hell? And Mike asked Taz why he hasn't signed me. Now, supposedly, I don't know, Taz. We haven't talked about this part, if Taz is watching this. But this is what I was told by Mike. Mike said that he asked Taz why he hasn't signed me yet. I get a call from Taz. Taz goes, let's do this. Let's get this going. So we did it. And in May, I finally got it, everything going. And yeah, so it's a big story, and it took a while. A lot of people get it wrong when they're wanting to join. Like, a lot of people want to join Air Money, and I understand that. But like, a lot of people get this shit wrong, bro. I think they asked me how I did it, and I don't really have a good unless I tell that whole spill right there. I don't have a good reason to say how I did it, because I didn't do anything different than what I was doing. And I think that's exactly what sold me.
You just kept working. People just stop working after a while. Like, they get discouraged. They don't have the drive, dude, or the talent. Sometimes it's that too. And a lot of people just can't accept music might really not be their thing. But like, beyond that, people just don't have the drive. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're like, damn, shit hasn't happened for me yet. You know what I mean? Or I see a lot of other producers do it. They just compare themselves to other producers.
That's one of the biggest mistakes you'll make, because if you're comparing yourself, that means you're gonna eventually copy the sound that you're comparing to, and now you've ruined your own creativity. And that's what it really comes down to, is how are you gonna sell yourself different from other people? See, I've always said, I think it was a Murder Beats interview, and he was talking about how, like, people don't post themselves on social media. You click on a producer's page, and all it is fucking beat snippets. All it is fucking photos of their keyboard and shit. I've always been an advocate to say, fuck all that. Fuck all that shit, dude. I don't give a fuck about your beat snippets. I don't care. I want to see who you are. Congratulations. You got some songs on you. Congrats. But who the fuck are you? You know, the fact is you may have way more placements than me. You may have more connections, et cetera, but if I walk into a studio compared to somebody who's just posting beat snippets and placements, 9 times out of 10, people are going to know who I am based on the fact that I'm showing myself. I'm on fucking Twitch. Face, exactly. And people just don't understand that. And I think that's what comes down to it. You have no personality. A lot of so when I was watching Metro Boomin's videos, Southside videos, TM88 videos, I like their beats, but I like them. You know what I'm saying? I like how they were talking. I liked what they were doing. I like their personalities. And that's with anybody who's following some sort of social media entertainment like whatever they were trying to do in their life. Someone's got to be able to relate to you. And I think, like, me posting my face, showing I'm just a normal guy doing that, Taz posting him, everybody in Air Money posting their face. Like, we post fit pics every fucking week. And we ain't posting no snippets like that. Like, we'll post a snippet every now and then. But, like, I noticed that all we do is post fit pics and then show a snippet. Look at me first, and then now listen to the beat. You swipe over.
That marketing.
That's what I'm saying. And
that marketer.
off of that, bro, I'm like 2 brand deals already. Like now, like promoting them on social media. You know, here in the next few weeks / months, like just because I show myself so much, you know, and it's just like it comes down to the fact that people just, you got to be able to understand that like the failure shit, you're gonna have a lot more failures than wins, most likely, is what it comes down to. Like I said, I was at my lowest point, and then I had success, but I didn't dwell on that success. After I got that success, I was like, okay, now what? What now? What do I do now? How can I move past this? How can I take advantage of this success and get bigger success? Same thing. When I get the bigger success, what can I do after that? So it just really comes down to, and people just like, some of these producers think slapping their name, putting like a cool little logo as their profile picture and posting a snippet every day and then putting 15 hashtags is going to do it.
With some anime clip in the background.
Yeah, it's not going to do it.
Over a VHS filter.
Exactly. Everybody's doing that, bro. Like, that's what people have to understand is everybody's doing that. So what are you going to do differently? That's what I ask myself to this day, I ask myself, what can I do differently today?
And I think you fit well in with a lot of other internet money guys, because you guys, like you talk about social media and how you show yourself. All of you are very good at the social media game, especially YouTube. YouTube is the biggest social media platform.
Yeah.
Period.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys do YouTube very well. And I wanted to point out something that kind of made me laugh, because I watched one of your YouTube videos the other day. It was how to make a City Morgue type beat from the actual City Morgue producer. And I loved how you got this hard, gritty beat cutting in, and there's like this soft ukulele.
Yeah. I told my editor, Max. Max took this on Instagram. He we were talking, and I was like, bro, I need something that is going to be funny. I need something funny. And because I wasn't being that funny in that video. Like, I'm not to that point yet where I'm going to, like, I haven't decided, like, where I'm going to be, like, because on my Twitch, bro, I'm a completely different person on my Twitch than my YouTube.
Yeah,
my
YouTube, I'm very formal on YouTube.
Solid cut. On my Twitch, I'm like, mother,
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we need something. I said, let's put a ukulele track, because I'm making this aggressive demon sounding fucking devil worshiping beat. I was like, let's put this ukulele track behind it. And I think the first comment you see on there is like, I fucking died at the ukulele track in the back or something like that. So I try to keep my videos, or the videos I got coming, I try to keep them not boring, because I know how watching these tutorials are, bro. Like, some of these guys doing tutorials are so monotone. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do today, and this is how you play the piano. Yeah, that's how they are. It's like, oh yeah, this is great, man. I love watching this fucking video.
Go off on some tangent that you don't care about. You just like get to the point. And there's comments. It's like, oh, the tutorial starts at like 3:20.
Yes, dude. Yeah, like that. That's what I'm so nervous about. I got my first internet money tutorial coming out Wednesday or Thursday, and like it's a little bit longer than most of the new videos, but like I'm just like, damn, bro, I don't know if I cut in everything I needed to. It's just me overthinking, but no, like you got to worry about that shit. And you're right. YouTube is like the biggest platform, because that's really where you get your audience at. YouTube and Twitch. I tell everybody, I say, get the hell on Twitch, dude.
I gotta get on Twitch, bro.
It's one of the best things I've ever done.
As far as producing on Twitch, is it kind of like YouTube, or can you only live stream? Can you go back and watch the streams?
You can go back and watch the streams, yeah. But you can make it to where like it's only like a sub only thing, like, because you don't want to just give the sauce out like that, you know. Because I give a lot of my sauce out on there, so I think I'm pretty sure mine's a sub only thing. You got sub, and then you can rewatch all the streams. But you can go back and watch. But like the live streaming thing, bro, it's like you get to interact with people. I let people tell me what to do on some of the beats, now in a good way. If they're talking 15 messages, hey, do this, do that, I was like, okay, get out of here. But like if it's just like, bro, you should add this, that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, for sure. I collab with my subs. Like, it's more of an interaction thing, you know.
That's shit that like going back to marketing and stuff, it's something that a lot of other producers aren't doing that you are doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you said, a lot of people, like, you're on live a lot. Whether it's Twitch or IG live, I noticed you're on IG live a lot. Like you said, you responded to comments. A lot of people like to ignore comments for some reason, but you're interacting with people. You know what I mean? You're putting yourself out there. Like, you know what I mean? That's important. And like it goes back to what we were saying with Instagram. A lot of producers are just, you go to their page, just no face. It's just beats with, like you said, a title in snippets and stuff like that. Like
Rio, from Internet Money, is in my opinion the king of the social media producing game. Like, not to sound like a nerd, that sounds like one of the nerdiest things I've ever said. But he like that dude. If you just like take notes of what he does on social media and like mimic it in your own way, bro, you'll notice like Rio has a sauce. That dude's got the sauce on social media. Dude's posting fit pics, doesn't give a fuck about these. But this dude, I've seen him post one of his biggest placements on his story and then post a fit pic after. Doesn't even say nothing about the placement. And I'm like, this dude's crazy, bro. But then I start thinking, I'm like, okay, people are following him because he's posting these clothes, he's posting his face. I'm like, that's why people are following him. He's a personality, and at the end of the day.
That's hella important.
Yeah.
Especially the music now. It's like shit. Image is so important now just because of social media. It's like WWE.
The first people I think I ever followed was fucking Southside, Metro Boomin, and 1200. I guess it's 12 million now. He was 1200 back then, but 12 million, the fucking the producer. And I was so confused why he posted 12 million. He posted I think I'm saying that right, but he posted a picture of him just standing in front of a water fountain. That was the first time I ever saw a producer do that. Like just him just standing there, just look at what I'm wearing type shit. And I was like, damn, this dude doesn't give a fuck. And then it finally clicked a few years later, and I was like, oh, I get it now. I get what he was doing back in 2015. You know, dude was on top of it back then. But no, like I truly believe like Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. Those are my three. Those are my three that I try to take full advantage of.
You ever heard of Matter?
I have heard of Matter. I haven't looked into it though.
You haven't looked into it yet?
Mm-hmm. I just see it on Twitter.
If you guys are watching, well, obviously you guys are watching this interview. For you guys watching this interview, it's dropped now. We have a Matter video. We went on and we reviewed the site and talked a lot about it. They got some good ideas. Like, well, now I'll link that video actually in the bio of this.
Aren't they paying more than Spotify?
I haven't really dug into the payouts. I would assume they're paying more than Spotify because Spotify pays pretty low. But the thing about Spotify is they put your shit out there.
Yeah.
Like they're real good at putting your shit out there.
I got a lot of buddies that are on Matter. Like I said, I just don't like upload music enough to look into it.
It's like, bro, it's really, really different. It's like they're kind of taking like, I hope it works out. And we're going to have to see because like SoundCloud has had to be bailed out how many times now?
Like four.
You know what I mean?
Four that I remember. 4 that I remember.
Like, so we'll see how they kind of stay afloat.
Yeah.
But like,
that'd be crazy to see something else come in and take over.
They incorporate everything. They incorporate the best of Spotify, the best of SoundCloud, the best of like, bro, you can put your own merch store up there. I see producers selling beat sample packs.
That's kind of hard.
Artists selling features, selling opens. Like
that's
there's a whole store.
Opens.
Yeah, it's real different. And it's kind of like me and my boy Q making fun of it in the video, but it's real dope. It's like an OnlyFans for artists. It's a whole paid subscription thing.
That's cool though. That's cool that somebody else is trying to come in and try to do something else. I want to see something new. I want to see something new. There's a live stream
thing. There's a live stream thing on there. You can monetize the live streams.
Do you know how many viewers or how many users they got?
I don't really know, but I was just looking at a lot of the artists. It's not a huge platform. I don't know exactly how many users, but I know it's Tokyo's Revenge on there, and he had like 5,000 followers, and I was looking at it. So I'm like, all right, it's kind of getting up there.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as popularity platform, if you know, he's one of the biggest artists kind of in that genre right now, and is already getting significant following on there.
Yeah, I need to look into that. That sounds cool.
But yeah, they got, bro, it's like everything, live streaming, like, bro, they got like charts. They got playlists. Like I'm saying, it's like they kind of incorporated the best of every platform. So I'm just mad interested to see how it plays out.
Me too. Like I said, I got to look into that because if I can figure something out on that, that'd be hard.
But shit, yeah, it's great. Like what you're doing with social media, what a lot of other producers do with social media. We're talking about like fit pics and stuff because it kind of gives us as producers the chance to be just as big as the artists.
Yeah.
To get just as much recognition as the artist.
Zaytoven's first advocate I ever heard talk about it. He's like, and there was a Noisy episode, Noisy Atlanta, I think his episode, I don't know which, but he was talking about how the producers are getting just as much fans as the artists are now.
some producers are bigger than some artists.
Yeah,
Some artists are looking to work with producers that are bigger than them, and some artists are being put on by producers.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, look at Internet Money.
That's what I'm saying. Top
Like,
Fontaine is the biggest example I've ever met. That dude, best networking I've ever seen in producers. He was networking with producers, and I think that's what gave him a start for sure. He knew from the beginning. He knew from the beginning that's what he's gonna do, and so I'm like, it's amazing seeing that.
yeah, hopefully people. I mean, I'm starting to notice like fans, because it kind of when producers started to hit the internet, like their only fans were other producers, and now they're starting to get like fans. You know what I mean? Like people who have nothing to do with music that just like your beats, and that's so. I don't know. I like to see it, and I love to see producers taking advantage of social media and really put themselves out there, because that's what I'm saying with important.
The City Morgue shit, bro. People like will follow us just to hear. Like people have texted me or DM me or whatever, and they're like, "Bro, post more beat. I just want to listen to them. Like I just like listening to them because they just like that." But with the City Morgue shit is a little bit more creative than a normal beat, in my opinion, just because it's like we do a little bit like we'll use like real strings and shit like that, and so you can just listen to the shit as like a workout almost, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no, I totally get that. There's like, I've encountered a few just people who just listen to just our beats. Just a fan of that, for sure.
That's crazy. It would make you want to put out some instrumental music.
Yeah, that does make me. I put out the whole volume 2, every beat I did on it.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that is instrumental.
And I put it on YouTube too. I put it on YouTube as well.
Yeah, so. I did. I think I did actually peep that. But shit, what plugins are you using, bro? Like, what are your favorite plugins to do?
I'm using honestly, I use a lot of stock FL shit, like Fruity Flangus. I use RC20, of course. That's it. Fruity Flangus, RC20, Reverb, and EQ. Sometimes EQ. I don't even really fuck with that shit. Only like if I want to like EQ the highs out of shit. That's it. That's all I do. That's all I use.
You do a lot of your own mixing?
I'm a big believer in just leveling. I'm not a mixer. I'm a level guy. For sure. If you watch my shit on Twitch, you'll see me clipping it. I clip everything. Like all my kicks, I just fucking turn that bitch up all the way. Like,
damn, that's
like, and that's what I'm saying. These headphones, bro. These headphones, amazing when it comes to the to clipping, because it just like, I don't know, it just gives me different energy when I'm making it. You can watch like my shit. You can literally watch my face change when I make it go louder, and I'm like feeling it like this, and then I'm just like, oh shit. I'm like, that shit's way harder now, you know.
Shit, what VSTs are you using too? What VSTs do you recommend producers get into now? Because some are getting so stale, bro. Some are getting so overplayed. Like, we need something new.
Okay, so I fuck with a lot of one shots, like a lot of our Wave Supply one shots that are on our website, Wave Supply. But I fuck with Expand, Purity, you know, the basics, Expand, Purity, and Omnisphere. That's really it. And Contact too. Those are the main 4 I use. Word. That's really all I have, and then Arcade sometimes. But arcade shit's bullshit sometimes. Like, it takes a while to load, and I don't fuck with that.
I don't like that. Isn't that like a monthly subscription too?
Yeah, you pay $10 a month.
I mean, $10 ain't bad, but I'm just like, bro, I'd rather just buy a plugin type deal.
So some of the VSTs are letting you do monthly payments now on them.
Word.
Yeah.
Until it's like a kind of like a rent to own type deal. Like, you pay it off. Word. You
just pay it off.
Shit, because a lot of those VSTs, like on Omnisphere, is like what, fucking $500.
I think it's I think it's $800.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn! I think I got mine for like $3. I got my shit on sale.
That sale, I needed that sale.
But yeah, shit. Like, and I feel like that's why a lot of producers go to crack plugins. Me and my boy Father Blaze, we just did a little.
Yes, me and him used to collab a lot.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did a little IG live interview. We talked about how every real producer used crack plugins.
Yeah, at one point, everybody used them.
At one point.
Hell, I ain't got no fucking, when I'm first starting, I ain't got no fucking $500 to spend on a plugin. No way.
Nobody does, bro.
No way.
No way. All my shit's bought now. So, like, we're good.
Yeah.
But,
for real.
Yeah, shit, man. Fuck it. How do you? Because I noticed we were getting into the conversation about the City Morgue stuff and the internet money stuff, you mentioned loops a few times. How do you feel about the loop game?
I love it because it makes shit so much faster for me. And I've been making my own shit, like my own loops lately, but loops, bro, are just like we have people in internet money who are just make loops. That's it. And so like that shit just speeds everything up. Like all the Twitter producers be talking, oh, loops are killing creative. Bro, if you're in a studio session and they need beats right then, fucking thank God we got fucking 1,000 loops. We just go through them and then let them pick one. You know what I'm saying? Let them pick the loop. Let them pick the loop. Put some drums over it. You got a fucking hit song right there. And now everybody's winning. Now everybody wins.
The loop maker wins. Now you win. The artist wins.
That's what I'm saying. Now you got 3-4 people making some money. Now you got some people getting a big song. That's how it goes, dude. Anybody who's against it is just a nerd. Anybody who's against it, bro, just, I mean, no, all power to you. But damn, I've seen the arguments before, but I didn't pay attention to that shit because like we're very big advocates on the loop things. Like I've seen people complain on the Internet Money channel about using loops. Us using loops in tutorials. So like I don't use loops on the tutorials, but I just see people saying like we want to see how the melody's made, and I'm just like, man, just get over it, dude. Like we have this 10 out of 10 loop right here. It's gonna make this beat way better than what it would be. I don't know. I mean, I like the loop game for sure. Love it, honestly.
And there are melody tutorials for people that want that. There are straight melody tutorials, but like people could watch that and then figure out how to use a loop. You know what I mean? They could get that and be like, "Oh, I never knew how to do that." You know what I mean?
Loops,
how to
loops
manipulate a loop.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's not just us just cut and dry using a loop. Like we'll cut. I cut different parts. I put effects. I reverse. I fucking pitch up, pitch down, all this, that, and the third. And so it's not just me cutting and drying a loop like that.
You said you will do like 5-10 beats a day type shit. So is that like kind of equal like making your own melodies and using loops?
No, it's mostly loops. Like I'll probably make like 2 solos if I'm feeling it, but it's mostly loops.
Is it mostly just like internet money loops, or do people send loops to your email?
When I stream on Twitch, it's my Twitch people, and then when I'm just making beat, it's just internet money shit.
Word.
Yeah. So like I'm looking right now, I'll look at my folder right now. Like the past let's see, what was yesterday? I did the past 3 days, I did 1 solo beat and all the rest are collabs. Everybody wins at that point. Like I have no problem collabing. I used to be against it. Like, damn, I need to make my own solos. I want to,
Yeah.
But then I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I'm putting somebody else on. This dude's, whatever. Not a big deal to me.
I mean, music's low, not even low. Well, actually, yeah, low key, because not a lot of people realize. A lot of people, I feel like, thinks the artist or the vocalist just does everything. But
yeah, I've heard people, like, oh, this artist sampled that. No, that artist didn't sample that. The producer sampled it.
But music, bro, historically, throughout all of music songs, there's like fucking 5-10 people working on some of the biggest songs, bro.
Literally, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people just gotta get over that shit.
That's why I've never, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna go over it. I didn't mean to cut you out, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Kanye, bro. A lot of people want to argue that 30 people like to work on a Kanye song, and I'm like, so what?
Makes a hit.
Like I don't care. The song is amazing. I don't, bro. It was like the whole ghostwriting thing. I'm like, it doesn't really bother me like that.
No, you'd be surprised, bro.
You know what I mean?
You'd be so surprised on these songs. Like I'm considered a writer on every song on City Morgue that I worked on. I'm considered a writer on it. So like when you see written by, you got to take that with a grain of salt because the producers, the engineer, and the fucking and the songwriter are on the songwriting credits. But everybody's getting a songwriting credit if you worked on it.
Yeah.
So you got to take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, there's going to be 30 people in there, but that can include the producer, the mixing, the engineer, all that. So it's like, nah, if you're complaining about how many people are on a song, like you need to see how many it ain't one person making a hit. It ain't one person ever making,
Yeah.
There's at least like 2-3 people behind every hit, in my opinion. I may be wrong. I don't know.
Well, shit. Fucking, yeah, because I just see in the producer community, that's like the biggest argument right now is loops.
Yeah.
I see it all
It's
over
toxic,
Twitter,
dude.
bro.
It's
Everywhere.
toxic.
I even got into it a little bit in I was just like, bro, this ain't even worth my fucking time.
It's not,
Like
dude. It's not worth anybody's time. I think everybody should just move on.
loops
Just
kind
move
of,
on, man.
I'm
Make
not
some
even gonna
fucking music.
lie. When like I first heard of you being able to go on the internet and just download a loop that thousands of people downloaded and use it, I'm just like, I don't know that because I would always ask producers. It was like the first question. I'm like, is this a loop or did you make it? Because I was so on that, like, making your own shit. And then I'm like, well, damn. Some people are just better at doing drums. Some people are just better at manipulating other people's ideas. I'm just like, it's not.
Every time I
I
stream on
got off it. I
Twitch,
got so off it. I'm just like, man, I don't even care. If you can manipulate a loop and that's your talent, bro, fuck it. Like, good for you. You could probably do that shit better than I do.
every time I'm on Twitch, bro, and I do reviews sometimes, I'm like, people send me collab beats, and I don't really like that because I'm just like, what did you do on this? Because like I don't know what you did on this. So like I get what you're saying in that aspect. Like you can't really tell someone's talent. Like the drums are just gonna sound the same in my opinion. You can only do so much on these like generic loops. But like I agree with you on the Looper Man shit. Like Looper Man lets you see how many people downloaded it. And so seeing that like 1,000 something more people use this with me, it's like, fuck, what happens if this becomes a song?
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh, you sampled that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like DT literally knew the loop that I used on Looper Man. So it's just like that means that loop
got me thinking.
That loop moved around, got around. That loop got around with some people for sure. It was I think it's still on there. It's like one of the earlier dancehall ones that's on there. And that's all I looked up was dancehall. But yeah, no, I agree with you on that aspect. Like if I see producers sending the same, because like I'll run into that problem sometimes when I'm doing on live, listening to my buddy's beats. Like I'm like, damn, I use this loop. I'm like, fuck, like shit, dude. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, bro, like we were just talking about how many people you see in a song. Whatever you got to do to get the best sound and shit. That's kind of where my mind's at right now. You know what I mean? Music's a collaborative effort. It's not only a collaborative effort, but you need to fucking enjoy it. And if you enjoy just flipping loops all day, more power to you.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like it just makes it so much more convenient. I think Southside was the first person to talk about the loop shit. Like he's like, yeah, if we need a quick beat, like I got him ready already.
He was the one going on Twitter. Going off on Twitter the other day. I don't know.
This was a long time ago. It was the first time I ever saw someone argue about it. It may have, I don't know who it may. I think it was like someone like Southside was talking about it. It may have been a Twitter thing a long time ago, and he was just saying like, why would I sit and try to make a melody? It's gonna take me 30 minutes when I could just pull a loop out and make a beat in 5. You know, now I got to hit in 5, and I can move on to the next one while they're recording. You gotta do these studio sessions, bro. You understand? You gotta have a time block. You have a time block, so you gotta make the most of all of it. You know?
Yeah. And I mean, going back onto the way I used to, the way my mental used to be with the whole loop thing, even me, like I'm a piano player. I just love, like, sometimes like I don't feel like making beats or whatever. Sometimes I just love sitting there and just recording piano loops. I'll record like 5-10 piano loops and just have them, send them out to other producers, have them for myself. So, I mean, for me, it kind of flipped. So I think, you know what I mean? The producer community is going to kind of, be more accepting of that.
Yeah, they gotta move on.
They gotta move.
Move on. They gotta move on.
It's like how you think the old heads in the '90s felt when they saw like FL and shit.
Oh, they probably
and they're like, "Oh, we had all this equipment, and now you guys just got the computer." You know what I mean? They
probably hated that shit, dude. They probably hated it.
Yeah. Well, shit, bro. I wanted to ask. That was what I was trying to think of. I wanted to ask you, what does, signing to a group like Internet Money, what does that do for you as a producer? Do they help get you more placements? Do they manage you?
Yeah, a little bit of all that. Like, really, that's when the real work starts. Like, you do that. Sorry to burst anybody's bubble, but you work as hard as you possibly can. You're trying to get noticed and stuff. You finally get noticed, and then now you're at the bottom again. Now you're at the very bottom again, and so that's when the real work starts, dude. Like, they give you opportunities. They give you every opportunity. Well, to make money, you want to make some money. You make some money. You want to get placements. Get some placements. You want to do that. You want to collab. You want to meet these people. Do that. Like, they give you all the opportunities you would ever need. It's just up to you at that point to see if you could take the full advantage of it. But you got to understand that you ain't the only one getting the same opportunity. You got to understand it's not a competition, but you're going with all these other people. And so like everybody's getting the same equal opportunity. There's not just like, oh, la 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 is, it's just for him, or this, that, oh, this is just for you. No, you got to know there's going to be somebody else sending shit too. So that's when the real work starts. You just got to make sure your shit's prestige. And that's the best thing. Like I've always said, a friendly competition with your friends is the best thing you could do, because it's pushing your sound to go further and make sure your shit is 10 out of 10 instead of you just making some mediocre beat. Like, yeah, I can make a beat in 10, 15 minutes, but I'm also trying my hardest on that. And it took me 5 years to realize how to do that. So like, it just made everything better when I signed to them. But no, like the real work starts. Like I still am like work. I still feeling like I'm at the very bottom right now. Like I try to keep that mentality, because if I still feel like I'm at the bottom, even if I'm let's theoretically I'm at the top or something like that, but I still feel like I'm at the bottom, I'm still gonna keep working, and I'll last a lot longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, anybody can get it, but the hard part is keeping it.
Exactly.
Like
that's very true. Very true. Very true.
Well, shit, bro. We've been talking for damn near an hour and a half. Don't even feel like
Dude,
that.
I promise, bro. I can just keep talking. That I was on the news.
Yeah, I saw that shit. That's
I was
dope.
On the news.
That's
they
dope.
They had to cut me off. Like he said it took him like an hour and some change to edit, just to cut it, because I was talking so much. And I was like, my bad, dude. I just have like a really bad talking habit. I'll just keep talking and talking and talking. I don't know when to stop sometimes.
Well, shit, bro. Maybe we'll do another interview definitely sometime in the future.
Yeah, for sure. I love interviews, dude. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I need to get better on, because this is 39th interview, and I've only had like, who are the repeat guests? Monster the Push Start's been on here twice. Little Darky's been on here twice, and Wendigo's been on here twice. So that's really it. I've only had 3 people come on here twice.
That's hard though.
So I'm trying to keep, have more repeat guests and shit like that. I want to make this talking. More of a, you know what I mean? We're going to do something, weekly. Have more guests on, more conversations. And you know what I mean? The more we talk, the better the conversation is going to get to.
Exactly. So it's I'll be able to tell you more in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely, bro. But we'll do this again in the future. You have anything else you want to add for everybody watching?
Nah, just
any advice?
Just keep working, man. Stay humble. If you feel like you're near it. I was talking to some dude last night. He said he was at the bottom. He said he was just telling me, he was just venting to me, and he's saying that he's hit rock bottom. And I said, okay. I said now's gonna be the time to make the biggest decision of your life. You're at rock bottom. You're at your lowest point, and this is when the big decisions get started. Like I said, I was at my lowest a few months ago at the beginning of the year, 2019. December 12th is when I was at my lowest point, in my opinion. And I just kept working. You just got to keep working, man. Just keep your head up. Keep your head up and know that there's going to be better times coming at the end of it. That's all I could say.
Well, shit, man. As an optimist, if you're at rock bottom, the only way to go is up.
Exactly. Where are you going to go after that? You can't go any further. Go? So take that failure with a grain of salt.
Well, yeah, man. Thank you again. Thank you to everybody watching. This has been Kult Classic interview number 39. You can follow us on Instagram at kultclassicofficial. Hit us on the website. We got merch. Hopefully when COVID's over, we're going to be throwing a little free show. Don't know when that's going to happen, but future concert tickets and stuff like that, hit the website at kultclassicofficial.com. Hit us on Twitter at kultclassicoff. And then hit us on TikTok, because TikTok's kind of cool and we're on there now. But yeah, man, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, man.
And thank you guys for all tuning in. Peace.